Hello everyone, my name is Sarunchana Nakpon. I am the leader of this project. Today, all of my group members come here to present you the detail of this project. So, let's get started. Nowadays, the number of older people in Thailand is increasingly rapidly. According to the Department of Mental Health, the number of elderly in Thailand is equivalent to many developed countries and is approaching an aging society since 2005. The data from the Ministry of Public Health indicates that Thailand has entered an aging society and is going to be a completely aging society in the next few years. In addition, entering an aging society has some problems to confront. One of the problems is the generation communication gap, which makes it more challenging for the elderly and teenagers to live together. For this reason, we want to create a project that will effectively solve the problem of the generation communication gap. Our group came up with a project named Forget Me Not or เก็บความทรงจำย้ำเตือนความสุข to represent the overall concept as we aim to help reduce the communication gap along with the incidence of Alzheimer's disease problems. The main purpose of this project is to help the elderly improve their communication by creating some creative activities about some new words which teenagers use nowadays in order to improve the relationship with the new generation, as well as we want the elderly who participate to feel fun and friendliness during the provide activities. Besides the fun activities, we are also concerned about the increasing rate of Alzheimer's disease among the elderly nowadays. Increased age is the most important risk factor. Thus, our group also creates activities that can improve both the communication and memory development of the elderly. Moreover, brain training activities will help to prevent dementia.
Dementia is not a specific disease but is rather a general term for the impaired ability to remember, think, or make decisions that interferes with doing everyday activities.
Next, Leah will explain how we delegate the work.
Thank you, Nadia. We have delegated our work into 4 teams, which are report team, activity team, infographic team, and video editing team. The first team is report team, which is responsible for overall reporting tasks such as introduction, organization chart, problem and solutions, including gathering all information from every team. The second team is activity team, is responsible for gathering all ideas about the activity for the elderly that everyone shares together, analyzing the benefits, how to play, and managing time appropriately for each activity. And the third team is infographic team, which is responsible for designing poster and activity schedule. And the last team is video editing team. Next, I will briefly explain to you about the schedule for our activity. We have about 4 games. First 2 games aim to decrease the generation gap. Another 2 games aim to prevent the Alzheimer's disease. Each game will take about 15 to 30 minutes, and we also provide 5 minutes to explain how to play the game before it starts. The overall activity will be held for half a day, including 10-minute break. Next, Pam and Pin will go in detail about each activity.
Thank you, Ria. For the activities, we present 4 relevant games. The first 2 games focus on narrowing the age gap between the elderly and teenager. And the purpose of the other 2 games is to stimulate their memory in order to prevent Alzheimer's disease. So, let's get started with the first game we call ก็เดาไปเลยสิคะ The purpose of this game is to narrow the age gap between the elderly and teenager by learning Thai slang. So, how to play this game? First, we divide the elderly into 2 teams by using the breakout room. Each team select 1 leader and send them back to the main room. The leader will get 10 Thai slang, and then they have to get back and discuss with their team members to guess what is the meaning of those words. After 30 minutes, we merge the room. Let the leader say what they got and give them the correct answer. After playing this game, the elderly will get more familiar with Thai slang, and also they can communicate more effectively in the modern world. Next, our second game is called Start Together. The purpose of this game is to narrow the age gap between the elderly and teenager by using Thai slang for the first game. In this game, the elderly will be on the same team. But first, we select the starter team by using rock, paper, scissors. Then, we will send Thai slang to the Zoom chat box to the leader word by word. The leader get 1 minute per word to hint in word gesture and speech, but they can't say its exact word or meaning. If a member wants to answer, they can open microphone and speak up. After the first team is finished, the second team can begin. The winner of this game is the team that can give more correct answer. We believe that by playing this game, the elderly will be able to communicate more effectively and understand Thai slang.
And for the third and fourth game is to stimulate the elderly's memory to prevent Alzheimer's disease. So let's get started with the third game called Stroke Test Game. The purpose of this game is intended to train concentration and exercise the brain because our group saw the elderly people nowadays are at an increased risk of developing Alzheimer's disease. So, how can we play this game? First, we divide the elderly into the breakout room for 4 teams. In this game, there are 20 words that the elderly have to read aloud according to the color they see. The team that speaks completely and in time will be the winner. If any team say the wrong thing, they will be eliminated. This game can help slow down premature performance deterioration, improve brain function, and increase the limit to which our brain can increase. And for the fourth game is Jigsaw Game. The purpose of this game is to develop the brain and creativity. To play this game, the elderly will play as a team in the same group, and we will organize pictures into categories such as food, location, occupation, or animals. In one game, the elderly will choose to open a part of the picture and answer the question. If they can't guess, they can open more pictures, but the points earned will be reduced. The team with the most points in each round will be the winner. So this game helps to cultivate the intelligence and creativity of the brain to manage and prevent of the risk of Alzheimer's disease. And that's all the activities that we have brought to you all. We sincerely hope that the activities that we provided will be provided benefits and happiness to all of you. Next, I would like to hand it over to Look Nam. She will explain our problem and solution to this project.
Thank you, Pin. Due to the spread of COVID-19, we have to work together only online. It is difficult to find the time that every member is available because everyone has to be responsible for many projects and homework of another subject too. To work together online is difficult. It is quite hard to meet everyone at the same time, so the only time that we can meet is night time. However, we try to solve all the problem by finding the time that every member is available to have a meeting and having a group call via line to work and share all the ideas together. We try to organize the work to everyone properly, avoid causing a lot of work to each other, and design a date to collect all the work and try to finish everything on time as soon as possible. Therefore, to get our work done easily and quickly, we have been using an online platform where we can work together and can see an updated work from every member, such as using Google Drive to gather all the videos and using Google Docs to put all the information together to make the report. Next, I will talking about the conclusion of the project.
Thank you, Lung Nam. As according to the data from the Ministry of Public Health, Thailand has now entered aging society, and it is about to be a completely aging society in the next few years. Therefore, our group has foreseen the most common problems is communication gap problems. Once the gap between elders and minors is too large, it sometimes makes minors feel that they are unable to talk to the elders and likely to avoid talking to. That is why we have created the activity to reduce the communication gap, along with the activity to prevent Alzheimer's, the disease. In addition to the project we have created to alleviate the problems according to aforementioned objective, it also helped us develop the leadership skill, work as a group systematically and effectively.